So.
Okay, great. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's a weird weekend to be doing this. It's Labor Day weekend. It is Sunday night, and this will be our only Sunday night Zoom call. So again, thank you for finding the time to do it. Let me start by saying we are just absolutely just more than excited about doing this thing, and that's because we did it for the first time in the spring, the Bod Squad, and we had a great time. The people that participated in it had tremendous results, and Nancy will attest to that. But you're going to be hearing from some folks that did go through the first process, because some of them are going to be participating with us on this stuff, and they'll give you maybe some pointers on how to get the best bang for your buck out of it as well. Anyway, the people that really dove in with both feet last time had results that exceeded their expectations and ours, and we had high expectations on this thing, and they just blew them away. So the sky is the limit on what you guys get out of this, and we're super excited to help you on this journey, and to get you to where you want to be in 6 weeks. Anyway, just some housekeeping issues. First of all, Tracy and I are running this program, and you're going to be having accountability sessions with your accountability coach, which is me. That's something I have great expertise in. So I'll be visiting with all of you individually over the course of the whole 6 weeks. And you guys are watching videos from the person that put this whole package together. Her name is Erin Hurst. She runs Atomic Nutrition, and we're kind of friends now with Erin. We have spent so much time with her, both live and with many Zoom calls. We meet with her on Zoom calls every single Wednesday, and she stays closely in touch with what we're doing, how we're doing, and does whatever she needs to do to help us out. And through us, she can help you guys out too. So if you ever have any questions about anything, let us know, and we can get to Erin really quickly and answer the questions. Anyway, Erin is the author of all these videos that we're watching that feature her. Obviously, she's on them, and she does a really good job of explaining how the program works, how the point system works, what the expectations are, what the tools of the trade are, tricks and tips, and all those things. Have all of you had a chance to watch the first couple of videos? Give me a thumbs up if you have. If you have, great. If you have any, Jessica, I didn't see your thumb. Oh no, that was.
I'll be doing my homework tonight. I've
I
actually
was
been
down too, so that's.
I've been studying the packet actually.
Yeah,
that's great, and thanks for confessing. One thing I want to say about all that is that the more you can stay on top of stuff, the easier it is to keep up with it, and that's because things are coming at us almost every day. The topics for discussion, the lessons and things, they're daily lessons. Some of them are fairly short, some of them are kind of medium, and others are pretty darn long, especially the ones that have videos on them. I will say this, that I've watched all of the videos, and some of them are absolutely gems that you will be glad you watched, and they may even change your life. They are so good. So try to watch all of them, even though some of them are 20, 30, or 40 minutes long. Try to just stay on top of them. Make sure you read all your lessons. Make sure you do your daily assignments and challenges and things, and you'll get much better results out of this thing. So anyway, let's talk about the Zoom meeting right quick, the one we're having right now. I said earlier that it's not going to be on a Sunday afternoon. The folks that formed the Bod Squad and then joined the Ascend program, we had a meeting last Thursday, and they and we voted on staying with Thursday PM, 7:30 p.m. Meeting times. Now the Zoom meetings are once a week, and they are just a great opportunity to ask questions, to share results or share commentary, share experiences, to dialogue with your peers. Some of y'all have classes together during the day anyway at GBAR 3, so you can kind of meet and talk and compare notes. but the Zoom meeting itself is a great opportunity for all of us to, you know, to share our experiences and to benefit from each other's experiences. So do try to make the Zoom meetings every Thursday that you can. Thursday, 7:30 p.m. You'll be getting a notification just like you did on this one. And it's time, I promise you, it's time well spent. In those meetings and in today's meeting as well, we're going to use the chat box quite a bit. And we'll be asking questions like, for example, how was your week? Rate it from 1 to 10. And you'll be popping your answer in on the chat box, and then we'll be going through the ones that, you know, as we want to kind of drill down and see if we can learn some things from that. So anyway, chat box will be pretty popular as a tool. If you have any questions right now, for example, on the things you've seen so far, put them in the chat box and we'll get to them during this call. So that's what we'll do. In fact, let me ask a question. If anybody has seen any, you've gotten some handouts, right? So if you've seen anything in the handouts that you're curious about or don't quite understand, then now's a good time to ask the question. So put it in the chat box and we'll get to it while we're talking. So anyway, you know, this is a 6-week challenge. We did the weigh-in. I think everybody's set. I think we have one person left that hasn't done it yet, but everybody is set on, you know, getting a first data point on weight and on percent body fat, and then taking the before photos, front, side, back photos. And we'll be doing the weigh-ins once a week. And that's a decent tool to use to look at the weight, to look at the percent body fat. We've got some good trends from that in the First Bod Squad. But we're also going to learn that there are a lot of other things to appreciate and to think about that go beyond just what the scale tells us. So we'll be learning about those things in the future. And I think you'll also see a very strong bias on kind of mindset stuff, like thinking about, you know, who you are, really identifying the things that make you, trying to dig down with what your goals are and why you have those goals, and then trying to put together a game plan for breaking those goals down into you know, monthly, weekly, and daily chunks. And all of that's going to help you a whole lot in doing the things that you need to do on an everyday basis to get the most out of this program that you can. You've already seen, if you've seen some of the course material already, then you've seen that there's going to be a lot of hacks, tips, and tricks and things to help you to shop in the grocery store, to help you clean out your pantry, and to help you start moving around the kitchen like a pro. And we'll find that the more enjoyable and more confident that you are in the kitchen experience, then the more you're going to enjoy your meals and the more you're going to appreciate and enjoy the process. You're going to learn how to meal plan, meal prep, and not be surprised by the challenges that you guys have on an everyday basis. I know most of y'all really well, and I know that you're all of you are challenged by the same things we're challenged by: pressing through a day, having unexpected things pop up, suddenly being, you know, without your tools, being hungry or having to grab something quickly. And we're all going to learn together on how to get through those moments and to, you know, to minimize the things that we do, that we've done in the past that don't really assess or don't really to comport with our goals. So a lot of learning. Like I said earlier, the more you stay on top of it the whole time, the more easy it'll be to stay on top, and the more you'll get out of it. So having heard all that, does anybody have a question right now? Any questions at all? And you can speak right up if you have any questions. Okay. So like I said, the upcoming challenges or upcoming lessons are going to be around goal setting and planning and it'll kind of set the stage for you kind of organizing your thoughts and organizing your actions to get into this thing. One of the first things we're going to learn is to try to enjoy the process of eating itself, all the way down to chewing your food slowly, but also really just embracing, rather than being distracted by something else while you're cramming food down, you're going to be more mindful of the process itself, and you're going to be more appreciative of it. You've noticed, if you've looked at the meal plans, that the prescriptions are fairly easy to get your hands around. We're talking about balancing macronutrients on every meal and every snack. And that's one of the keys to this thing, is that even if you're doing a quick grab of something just to get you through a gap between meals, the incentive will be to grab a balanced macro snack. So instead of just grabbing nuts or anything else that, carrots or whatever, the challenge will be to prepare a snack maybe ahead of time that satisfies all of the requirements of the 3 macros, the carbohydrates, the fats, and the proteins. And once you do that and get into the habit of doing that, I think you're going to enjoy that whole process even more. And I know from experience that you're going to benefit from the nutrition more if it's balanced like that. You're going to have trouble getting all the stuff in that you're being prescribed to get in. In other words, you're going to have trouble eating all the food that we tell you you're supposed to be eating. The main complaints we had in the first Bod Squad in May, June, was that people couldn't eat all the food that we were telling them to eat. And that's because a lot of the food choices we make are calorie dense, nutrient poor, and definitely fiber poor. And as you go higher and higher on the glycemic index, that's a good example. The stuff processes fast, it raises your blood sugar fast, and it leaves you feeling unsatiated in the long run. But if you go down the glycemic, hold your hand up if you know what the glycemic index is. I want to make sure everybody knows that. Hold your hand up if you know what the glycemic index is. Okay, so you guys that didn't, okay, Rosario knows. Luis, you didn't raise your hand. Pal, you didn't. You guys haven't sat through my nutrition seminar, I guess, in the past. We talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Think about, okay, the glycemic index is just a measure of the speed at which the food you're eating enters your bloodstream and raises your blood sugar. So number one, or at the top of the glycemic index, is sugar, just plain old table sugar. If you eat a spoonful of sugar, your blood sugar goes up really quickly. If you eat a white potato or a French fry or a white rice or other highly processed starchy foods, your blood sugar goes up almost as fast. If you eat a piece of fruit, it goes up a little slower. If you drink fruit juice, it goes up super fast. As you go down the glycemic index, you tend to get into foods that are more and more fibrous, like vegetables, for example. You're still eating a carbohydrate, but now the speed at which that vegetable gets converted to blood sugar is greatly reduced because of the fiber content. Basically, the lowest end of the glycemic index is all your leafy green vegetables. Think of all those like broccoli and green beans and things like that. And as you go higher and higher up, you're getting more and more into the starchy carbs, processed foods, and all the way up until the sugary dessert treats and things like that. So with this program, you're going to be eating carbohydrates. We're going to try to push you in the direction of lower glycemic index carbohydrates. But then even if you have higher glycemic index carbohydrates, you're going to be balancing them with proteins and fats. We're talking about healthy fats at every meal and every snack. So you'll get more satiated. Your body will respond better because it's getting the nutrition that it wants. And you're going to have less inflammation. I promise you, you're going to sleep better at night. You're going to have better workouts in the gym. Everything is going to turn into the right direction, and you're going to feel completely full, not full, but satiated. You're not going to be starving through this diet program. You're going to be well satiated and feeling strong and healthy with tons of energy, and you're going to get PRs. Okay, y'all know Kevin Ivey. He's not on the call tonight, but Kevin had a remarkable transformation in the Bod Squad. Some of y'all have heard about this already, and hopefully you watched the videos in the promo that we did. Kevin was featured quite a bit in that.
Yes.
I'll just give you one fun fact from his experience, and that is that in the 6 weeks he had 7 PRs at the gym, and he's not a newbie in CrossFit. When we're new in CrossFit, we get PRs pretty regularly because everything's brand new. You're learning how to do it. Your technique's getting better and better. You get a PR almost every time you do something. Mary, do you remember those days when we got PRs all the time? I haven't gotten one in a while. I don't know about you, but
No,
it doesn't come as fast.
Years ago.
Doesn't come as fast. Kevin started doing this program, started feeling better, started sleeping better, and started getting PRs. He got 7 in a 6-week period. I've never seen anything like that before. So anyway, if you follow this program, if you really jump in with both feet, if you pay attention to the details, if you watch the lesson plans or read the lesson plans and you watch the videos, that could be your experience as well. Some of the people in this group, they're not here on this call, but there's a few people that are focusing on building muscle. They're in this Bod Squad, the Fit for Fall Bod Squad, but their focus is on building muscle, not losing body fat. So their programs are tweaked a little bit, but it's the exact same program. It's the same point system. Their point may change 1 or 2 from, with the calculator, but it's the same drill. We're feeding ourselves in a healthy way to get everything we need to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. Okay, I'm going to, just for fun, remember we're looking at the chat line the whole time, and if you want to do anything or ask any questions, feel free to chat. If you want to say, hey, I'm excited, or this sounds great, or this isn't what I thought it was going to be, just put it on the chat line and we'll address that. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to put myself on screen share right quick just to show you something. One of our communication tools that we're going to use is the, I hope everybody can see this now. Thumbs up if you can see my screen now. Everybody? Okay, great. So there is a community, y'all hopefully have seen this in Coach Catalyst. There's a series of things you can choose from on the left side of the panel. There's a community section, which looks like this right here. Now you guys, Tracy, correct me if I'm wrong, but they can see back in time through all of the posts that were made in the first Bod Squad. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, so they can see all the way back in time. This is a post I made this morning just to have something to talk about today, but I will say this is a true statement. Tracy always wins if you judge food by just how it looks, her Sunday morning breakfasts always look better than mine. I'm an eggs and bacon and toast guy, and I'm not ashamed, but she always does these beautiful looking omelets and things. So anyway, this community thing, it's kind of like a Facebook group, and we started using a Facebook group in addition to this, and then realized that this had everything we needed. So I'm introducing this to y'all so y'all can start throwing stuff onto it as you want to brag about something you had that was really good, or if you want to confess about something that you had that you shouldn't have had, but you really enjoyed it. This is a place to put it, and we'll all benefit from sharing each other's experience. Tracy, are you recording this, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so this whole thing will be recorded, and you guys will have access to the recordings. If you're missing one of the Thursday meetings, you can watch this afterwards and stay in touch with everything. But if everybody will use this system here just to share your experiences, think of it as being kind of fun to do, but also as giving back to this little community, something that we can all learn from or laugh about or cry about or whatever. This thing is really cool. So y'all plan to dump stuff into it whenever you think about it. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about is the point system that we're creating. This time tomorrow, I've got all your names in here. This time tomorrow, I will have all of your birth dates, which we recorded yesterday, the height and weight and all that stuff, percent body fat starting point, and then this will be the basis for our points calculation for the 6-week program. every week you're going to have some lessons that you're going to be walking through. You're going to have some assignments that you'll have to click through. They go really quickly, and if you stay on top of them, boom, 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 you get through them super fast. We're going to be recording everything y'all are doing with these compliance charts that we have, not this one, but other compliance charts, and we'll be able to follow along to see how you're doing and whether you're able to keep up with stuff, and that's going to be really helpful. There's going to be, okay, everybody sees the weigh-in thing here. This is the weekly weigh-in. If you stay on top of that, I'll be checking these boxes off with you, and you'll get points accumulated for staying on top of your weigh-ins. If you stay on top of your check-ins with me, our conversations that we want to have once a week on how things are going and what questions you have or what issues you might be dealing with, we'll get these points assigned right here, and you'll get your 6 weeks of points there too. If you successfully complete 3 workouts per week, as per the points challenge, then you'll be getting points right here. If you attend the Zoom call, you'll be getting points right here. If you attend it every week, weeks 1 through 6. Then if you complete the weekly challenges that you'll be getting announced every week, we'll get you your points right there. I need to change this. This was Murph last time that we did that, but we're not going to do that this time. We're not going to do Murph. Are y'all glad? Sounds
Wow.
good. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to show this to y'all. This is the point program that we're setting up. We don't have the challenges completely lined out yet, but I think Tracy already announced the rowing and the running challenges. And another thing I want to say is that the people that want to increase muscle and lose body fat, if anybody in this group is in that category, then let me know. We have an option to this. We're actually going to let people do our max effort black box lifting program, which will give you extra weightlifting assignments and whatever thing you want to build on. You'll be doing those a couple times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, instead of rowing and running. So if anybody wants to get into that program, we can do that. Anyway, by the end of tomorrow, these things will all be populated, and we'll make sure you have them in your hands, and you'll know what your challenges are every week. And we'll be staying on top of all this stuff to make sure everybody's in compliance. Some folks will fall behind because of work obligations or family or things, and that's expected. We will do whatever we need to work with you to keep that to a minimum, to make sure that you have every tool that you need to stay on top of it. And if you do, then I can guarantee you're going to get the results that you're hoping to get in this program. So anyway, I want to stop that and just say again that Tracy and I are super, super excited to be doing this program. It's our second time to do it. It's a 6-week program. We got great results the first time around. We expect nothing but great results this second time around. And I look forward to working with all of you. So with that, if anybody has any questions, now's the time. Or if anybody wants to make a statement of some sort, now's the time. The floor is yours. I'm going to pick on Mary. Mary,
Yes.
give us just a little. The reason I want to. Actually, let me start with Nancy. I want to start with Nancy because Nancy and Kevin were really the people that had both feet in the program big time the entire time in the first bod squad that we did. So Nancy, tell us
Kevin's joining right now.
What's that? Okay,
Kevin.
great. Kevin's joining. So Kevin and Nancy. Nancy, tell us just a little bit about what your thoughts are on day 1 on this program that you want to share.
I'm excited. I was really excited because I like order and just knowing what to do next. And so I was excited. I didn't miss. We go 3 times a week. I was there 3 times a week and walking at home during the time. I lost a few pounds, like 3 or 4 pounds, but I'm in my normal range. So that wasn't a biggie. But I loved following, getting the information every day. One of the fine weeks that I liked says eat some greens, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that was a challenge for me, and I love doing that. I love the part where you have to fill out what you want to do for the next 3 months. And I was able to do June, July, and August and accomplish a lot that Tom and I wanted to do together. and I've just about done all those 3 things. So that was exciting for me. So I feel like I did jump in with both feet, and I'm excited to be here and go back again for the next 6 weeks. Not exactly like you, but I already started eating great today, and it's fun, and the food tasted better already. I had been adding other things with the Ascend, but today I did what the page told me to do, and the food tasted good, and I chewed my food, and I learned about sleep too, and how important sleep is. So I think you're going to have a great time.
Thank you, Nancy, for that. Kevin, I won't make you do the same thing, but what I want to do is point out that your go-to internal consultants on this thing are Nancy and Kevin, and they have the full experience from the first time around that they can share with you. And if you have any, if you're tripping on anything or need some counsel on something, these 2 folks are the ones to lean on to make that happen. So thanks, Kevin, for if you want to say anything, go for it. But otherwise, I'll just pass it on.
Just that first week is just read everything and execute. That's the main thing. Is you don't have to be perfect, especially in the beginning. You don't have to be perfect, but you do need to try. And there's something to execute on every day, and figure out what it is, and just do your best at it. Over time, you will form that habit. You'll get perfect, or a lot better at it at the very least. But you have to start in week 1. Just execute. That's the main thing. Thank you,
Kevin. The last thing I want to do is point out Mary Saul, who's a newbie for this program, who hasn't had the experience yet. But the reason I'm bringing her up is because Mary and I have worked together on nutrition programs in the past, and she has a tremendous amount of experience with these types of programs. And she's going to be, as she grows in this thing, she's going to be a great resource as well. So Mary's a good one to lean on as well. So Mary, you want to say anything like, hello, everybody?
Yeah, hello, everyone. But I already got started on this a couple of days ago. And I guess it was 2 days ago that we got all the materials. And so it's, for those of you that are new and who've never done anything like this, perhaps in the beginning, it seems a little overwhelming. But like Kevin said, just get started. Get your grocery list made, make a, the main thing is to have a lot of protein cooked. And, in a week or so, it'll just be second nature to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's good. I mean, it's really a solid thing, and I'm going to learn a lot. So I'm looking forward to it.
Great, thank you. So one thing we try earnestly to do on these calls is to keep them on time. So we're gonna call it there. But again, this next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. will be our next Zoom call. Tracy will put out the connect on that, and we'll share what we've learned already in week 1 and what's coming up in week 2. So with that, guys, I'll let y'all go. Enjoy your night. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend, and I look forward to seeing y'all. Hey, tomorrow morning maybe, because we'll be there at 8:30 for a workout.
One class.
It's usually a fun one, so this one will be no exception. So 8:30 tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll see all of y'all there.
Bye.
Be there.
Okay. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.